Hi guys, welcome to sunny Queensland. We're in the Whitsundays here and we're going to give you a bit of a boat tour of Quinco. She's a 1979 Adams 40. She is built to cross oceans. She's got a full keel with a swing down keel as well to give you a bit more depth. She is 40 feet long and is equipped to live aboard. There is basically nothing that needs to be done. It's a turnkey boat. So we're going to show you a little bit about it. Come on down. Alright guys, welcome aboard. We're starting at the bow. She has a twin bow roller front where we have a massive anchor. It's oversized, basically a storm anchor, a delta. Huge windlass here, very powerful. And that has been fitted with a brand new battery during the refit in 2018. The Genoa is stay sail is basically we basically use it as a storm jib, so it's quite small stay sail. It's rigged, ready to go. The wind should pick up. Got an opening hatch here that goes down to the V-berth. There's two spinnaker poles, one on either side, and so that helps if you're on one particular tack. You've always got a pole in the right place when you're trying to set them up. So over here the rigging you can see is brand new. That was done in November 2018 when we did the refit, so that's good for another 10 years. Also has 4 deck prisms, which are great inside. They sort of reflect the light inside and light up the cabin without having the windows that sometimes make the cabin pretty hot. Moving aft, we've got a 6-man life raft, which is brand new in 2018 as well, November 2018 during the refit. The Barlow winch here, which controls the drop-down keel. That's fitted with a brand new Dyneema line. And this is a very good feature of the boat too. Boom is set pretty low when you're up on the cabin top here, so it's really easy to control the main when you're trying to drop the main. It's fitted with backstays as well, brand new Dyneema backstays here. And another feature has gallows, which are great for when you want to store the boom, and also safe that the boom can't come crashing down into the cockpit. It's also fitted with a preventer here, the stainless steel preventer, and that helps to slow down the jibes that inevitably happen accidentally. Come this way, Andy. Sure. Also, we have a separate track for storm trysail, which we have down below. So if it does get too crazy, you got this here ready to go. The halyard for that trysail is also rigged and ready to go up as well. Moving further aft, we've got massive tracks here, which give you plenty of options and sheeting angles when you're underway. Brand new Dodger that was fitted in October 2019. Aft we have the stern anchor in a cradle here, this custom cradle, which is always ready to be deployed when you have a rolly anchorage. So that's been invaluable to have. Life buoy with a light attached and its own drogue, so it doesn't fly away when you chuck it over. Got mounts for the deck wash and the boat hook. and then life overboard, man overboard life ring system here. Outboard's rigged up here. It's a 5 horsepower Yamaha outboard. We've got a massive barbecue here with its own gas tank. You'll notice there's one up the front as well, but these posts are built right through the deck and bolted to the frame of the boat, so they're really strong. If ever you have to throw a drogue off the back, they're very substantial in terms of their strength. At the back here we have a wind vane. This is a Fleming wind vane that's been fantastic on journeys, any journey longer than a day in my opinion. To put that up, doesn't use any power and really steers the boat fantastically. Up here we have a 400 watt silent wind generator, and down here we've got a massive amount of storage. So we've got 120 litres of extra cans here for fuel, and that's the road for the stern anchor ready to be deployed. And I also keep fenders and stuff in there, the dirty locker. Here we have the rudder stop for the emergency tiller. So it's just simple as pulling that off and putting it on. If the steering system goes, you've got that there as a contingency. Brand new compass. There's the preventer here. Put that on or off. We've got secondary winches here that are for the storm sail in the on the stay sail, and then primary winches here for the jib, and then the main winches on the cab top over here. Above us up here, we have two 400 watt house solar panels, which give us plenty of power when we're on the hook. What else do I need to tell you about on deck? That's about it. Let's go down below and have a look. Alright, welcome down below, guys. This is the Companionway. We come down into this area of the boat, which is a working area of the boat. It's separated from the saloon where all the action takes place. We have the emergency tiller here ready to go, which we talked about the rudder stop earlier. VHF radio on a long cord, so that can be taken out into the cockpit. Have an Iridium Go here for satellite communication and downloading weather whenever you want, wherever you may be in the world. We have a speaker for the radio, a second VHF radio on a second antenna here, and this is a berth that can be turned into a double, so that just slides out and this cushion gets dropped in and it's a double berth. Behind here we have heaps of storage in these drawers and up on this shelf. Then if you just follow me, at the back here we've got a massive amount of storage. This is where we keep all our sails. We've got a spare anchor rod here of about 130 metres. There's a drogue with its own rod as well. There is the trysail here, and some spare sheets, plenty of spare sheets, and some type 1 life jackets as well. There is a fire extinguisher down here, and yeah, and this is the nav station over here. So we have our control panel here, an inverter, AIS system that was installed in the refit, and that's both a receiver and a transponder. And there is also a separate AIS which was here originally, which is a receive only system. So you've got two AISs and they're both on separate GPS antennas, so there's good redundancy there. The inverter here for the solar panel is oversized, so if you want to add on some solar then you can, and it also supports lithium batteries if you wanted to upgrade the batteries to lithium. and then there's a separate charge controller for the wind generator. Our boat books are up here, our ship's library. The boat's fitted with a ocean signal man overboard alarm, so there's a detector in the life jackets, and if anybody falls overboard, this will sound, and then the position of that person that's gone overboard will show up on the computer, and you'll be able to navigate to wherever they are, so you won't have to rely on seeing them, which is fantastic. Has a single sideband radio here, a Pacta modem, so you can download weather via email if the internet craps itself. And then we have a dongle here with a router, so the boat has its own network. We have I think it's about 30-mile radar, and the computer. The other instruments we have here are speed log, battery controller, controls for the engine, automatic bilge pump with alarm, the Navman chart plotter, which has its own GPS, so that's the third separate GPS aerial that's fitted on the boat, so plenty of redundancy there, and the autopilot control. Then we also have the depth gauge and barometer. This here is the original AIS that was on the boat, which is an AIS radar, so it's got its own screen and it shows you all the AIS targets on that radar. Just going down there. So then here we've also got a manual bilge pump if the automatic bilge pump goes. And it's a really good gusher, that one, that pumps a crap load of water. And there's also a hand bilge pump in the cockpit. So there's two hand bilge pumps and an electric bilge pump. Comes with a EPIRB, and there's also another EPIRB in the life raft. So there's two EPIRBs for the vessel. If you just come down here, I'll show you at the back. This is a single berth. Down here we have all the controls for all the tankage, where we control where we send water and whatnot. Under here we have the autopilot, which is a heavy duty autopilot for basically built for trawlers and stuff. There's a Ecotech 50 litre an hour water maker, which is very accessible, and all the filters are very accessible, and the membrane up here. And you can, I don't know if you can see, but at the back there we've got the rack and pinion steering system, which is bulletproof really. And yeah, this is a comfortable sea berth when you're underway. And this area is great because when you're underway you can sort of come in and out and don't have to wake up anyone that's not on watch that is in the saloon area. What else can I show you? We've got a massive first aid kit here with plenty of supplies. It was just updated recently. Great torch there. Alright, that's a working part of the boat. Let's go into the saloon. Alright guys, welcome into the saloon. Just to report, we have a bathroom, hot and cold water, and a shower up here, and the toilet is electric flush. Here we have the galley. Have a gas detector up here that has sensors underneath the cabinetry to detect any gas leaks, so it's a good safety feature. You've got the 3-burner gimbal stove here, plenty of storage throughout the kitchen. We've got fresh water here, so this goes, there's all the filtration that happens to at the water maker point, and then it goes into the tanks, and after the tanks down here we've got some extra filters before it comes here, so the water's beautiful and clean. And it also has an electric salt water pump, so you wash your dishes in salt water and save your fresh water. Plenty of storage down here. Under here, but underneath our little nook, our reading nook here, is the engine. Top comes off. Both sides come off as well, so you've got complete access to the engine, so that's great. This is this is where the line for the swing keel is housed. Over here we have the refrigerator, the top loading fridge. It's massive, goes all the way down to the sole of the boat. Another inverter over here, stereo with 4 speakers, and a HF radio which has an isolated aerial on the backstay. Plenty of fire hydrants here to be safe. Under here we've got more storage, drawers that roll out, and the kitchen has custom shelf, so make sure there's plenty of room to do your prep. Folds down here. Hey Maya. Okay, and further down into the saloon you can see there's plenty of light in here, thanks to these prisms here, which really reflect light without bringing the light in but not the heat, so that's really great. These are 2 berths. These both have lee cloths on them when you're underway, just stored underneath. Plenty of storage outboard as well, and then you've got all these which are storage as well. These are berths behind here. If you do have heaps of people on board, you can sleep people up there. They're full length. More storage behind here, and then oh yeah, and all these come with straps. You can see the chain planes here, very substantial. They've all been refitted and serviced just recently. Underneath the saloon berths, there's the tankage, so you've got 80 litres of water on each side, and then further forward you've got 80 litres of diesel. And they're fantastic because they're accessible, really accessible. There's a piece of wood that holds them in place. Just unscrew that and you can take the tanks out and service them, replace them, whatever you want. So they're really great. Under the floor here we've got the bilge storage and a custom fold out table which seats 4, 6 at a push. Underneath the kitchen area here is where all the batteries are. There's 3 brand new house batteries and a brand new engine battery as well. Got a digital TV here which is connected to the network, so you can stream movies and stuff like that. More storage here. Massive wardrobes as well with lighting, and more storage, long-term storage sort of behind there with drawers below. And then we have V-berth, so there's a fan up here which is fantastic, comes in handy, and it's quite a large V-berth. And then you have storage in the middle, and we actually put our dinghy in here when we're on passage, get it off the forward deck, so it's huge. And then outboard here on either side is storage with long-term food storage, like cans and stuff like that. There's also a spare anchor in up forward here. It's a plough anchor, 50-pound plough anchor, so that's a 3rd anchor on board. And there's a spare rode with 80 metres of rode and 20 metres of 10mm chain. There's access to the chain locker from inside here, so that's quite easily accessed. And yeah, I think I've covered most stuff on the boat. Thanks a lot. There'll be a link in the video if you want to have a look at the what's up, Maya? What are you trying to say?
The cupboards.
Yeah, we showed them the cupboards. There'll be a link in the video for if you're interested in having a look at the boat. She is for sale, regrettably. Well, we are looking to upgrade and buy a larger vessel. And she's a fantastic vessel that will take you anywhere in the world comfortably and very safely, and is fitted out with absolutely everything you need. So follow the links and have a look. Bye!